Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. So, I am feeling really good. I got a reasonable amount of sleep last night. I still woke up without my alarm. I still woke up about 5:45, which I think is close enough to my regular 5 a.m. alarm time. So that shows me that my body is actually getting used to this wake up time. I went for my walk. It was beautiful. It's super windy. It was crazy windy last night. There were moments in the middle of the night when I heard the wind and I swore our big giant tree in the yard was gonna be on the ground when I woke up. Something was gonna be destroyed, but it wasn't. Anyway, I went for my walk. It was lovely. The kids woke up. We snuggled up on the couch and we watched Monsters, Inc. I love watching movies in the morning with my kids. Something I noticed while I was sitting with Ash on the couch, he was sitting in my lap and we were snuggled in a blanket. I realized that before this phone fast, yes, we would have been sitting there snuggling, yes, we would have been watching Monsters, Inc., but I wouldn't have been fully engaged because I would have had, I'm gonna use a prop, I would have had him on my lap and I would have been doing this off to the side, kind of like behind his back where he couldn't see me doing it. But I wasn't, and I had this moment when I realized that normally that's what I would be doing. But the fact that I wasn't doing it felt really nice. I was just being there and playing with his little footsies and holding his little hands and laughing at the movie and just being fully present in the experience. And it was nice. I just wanted to mention that. But this morning I'm going on a little adventure. I've got a 45-minute drive out to pick up some really cool old vintage wallpaper. Overall, I'm just feeling less of a desire for it. I know it's still morning time. Yesterday was kind of rough and I always feel way better in the mornings. But I just don't care about having it as much. I also went on the computer to check some things and did peek into Instagram and did peek into Facebook and did peek into TikTok, because you can go to TikTok on the computer too. I didn't realize that. And I spent a lot less time on there. It feels like today the spell is kind of wearing off and I'm really hoping that that just continues. Anyway, I really want to talk about these tarot cards that I pulled for myself on early Tuesday morning, still under the energies of the Scorpio full moon, because it was such a beautiful pull and it was all very applicable to what's happening right now in my life. So anyway, let's do it. Got them all stacked here. I'll put them this way so you can see them. So these are the cards that I pulled first. This is from the Fairy Hidden Realms deck. It's very earthy, very nature grounded, old earth magic, fae. It's beautiful. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very much about determination combined with just meticulous planning, patience. It's a slow moving, big picture focus. The Knight of Pentacles is reliable. He's responsible. You can see he's very at peace. He's sitting on the ground. He's making his little star and he's just waiting. He's waiting for the right moment, for the right situation. And in the meantime, he is prepared. The Page of Wands here, this one is all about just inspiration everywhere, where you're just excited about everything. Oh, look at this, look at that beautiful butterfly, look at this beautiful flower. I'm gonna spin around and twirl and dance, and just joy and following every little idea that pops in your head. It's about flow and inspiration. And wands being the suit of fire, it's just that igniting of ideas and creativity and play and fun. Page of Cups here is also about inspiration, that new inspiration. It's about dreams and having the patience and persistence to pursue those dreams, falling in love with those ideas that you have and giving them the care that they deserve and going in it with your heart. And then of course we have death here. Death is not literal. Death is always about a big transformation. It's about a change. One era of your life ending and a new one beginning. And it's not always in a scary way. It could just be learning to say goodbye to a certain part of yourself and welcoming something new. And then I pulled this, the sun god. Sun god is divine masculine energy. It's not the masculine energy. It's not that toxic masculinity that we see so often today. This is divine masculine. This is healed masculine. It is leadership with kindness and compassion. It is focus. It is practicality. It is big and expansive. And then we have the stone circle. The stone circle is all about finding ceremony in your life on an everyday basis. Ceremony in our lives doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as, you know, when I was out for my walk this morning, taking a moment to stop and smell the flowers, or notice a little squirrel running across the the power lines. Maybe pausing in the middle of the walk to feel the breeze. It's learning how to make those everyday little moments of your life magical. It's a call to make every day a day of worship. Then we have these two. We'll start with this one. This is from the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. These decks are absolutely stunning. Look at this artwork. The word wants to be written. Look at that. She's got light emanating from her third eye chakra. There's butterflies. This is all about emerging as your full and most powerful self. This is a card about knowing that the things inside you that you've been wanting to say, that you've been wanting to be, the person that you've been wanting to be, the life you've been wanting to live, the life you've been wanting to live, it wants to be lived through you. This card is also about letting go of any shame or old beliefs or old labels or limits that people have put on you in the past, and letting yourself be raw as you truly are, and knowing that that's what the universe wants from you. And this, look at this beautiful one with it. I think these are salmon. These are salmon floating upstream. And she's got little salmon in her hair and river pearls, and in the world, not of the world. And this is all about just being your truest self. But I am going to read a little bit of this card because there is a beautiful message in here. Okay, it says, "It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. This oracle comes as a message to you. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. You were born to live in a much freer way. When you live as you innately are, rather than how you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you." So, this whole pull, everything speaks to everything else. And it all works really well with what I've been doing with this phone fast. My phone has become such a source of distraction and hiding, and it's also created this haze over my life where I haven't really been able to feel my intuition or my thoughts. I haven't been feeling that inspiration. I'm finding myself so much more irritable and frustrated and dissatisfied with my life instead of seeking out these moments of joy and following those bits of and following my creativity, and also this self-inflicted shame that comes from comparing myself to other people on the internet. Now that I'm cutting this big thing out of my life, especially today, I'm starting to feel myself again. I'm starting to feel my own personality come back to life. I'm starting to feel my inspiration. I'm starting to feel more joyful, more silly. And I know it's just one day. And this could very much be hormones, but this reading has stuck with me. And I just really wanted to share it to hopefully inspire you if you are in a place where you feel like your magic has been blocked, your you-ness has been blocked. Maybe it's time to find out what's in the way of that. For me, it's my phone. For you, it might be something else. But this is sort of the message that I've been getting for this whole year about really, really coming home to myself, about creating those daily routines, those daily tasks that'll help me move forward on my long-term goals and create the bigger picture of my life that I'm dreaming of shining my fullest light, of expanding into just my own personal magnificence. I am definitely in a period of transformation. I am definitely emerging from the cocoon. This journey is not easy. It is very much like swimming upstream to create something new. I want to find joy and inspiration in my everyday life. I want to be committed to my goals and reliable and patient and watching them come to fruition. I want to fall in love with my ideas and put my heart into everything. I want to expand into my power. And I want to dance with life every step of the way. This life is so beautiful, and it's too important to just sit idly by while things happen. It's too important to not care. It's too important to be apathetic. It's too beautiful to not experience and appreciate. And we are too special to not shine fully as we are. But there you go. There's my woo-woo moment for this phone fast. Now I've got to do some preparation for my long journey to go pick up my wallpaper. I'll see you then. All right, we're ready. We've got Google Maps directions. I've got a map. I also found directions to some local thrift stores in the area of the city I'll be going to, so I can stop in. So we are ready. The only thing I don't have is like music. That's been an interesting thing, being in the car, not having my phone. Also, our CD player doesn't work because I'm pretty sure our 2-year-old shoved something into the CD player. But we'll just be surprised by the radio. The woman I'm meeting has my phone number. I don't have hers, but I told her I'm running a little behind. That's another tricky thing about not having a smartphone is, like, if you're doing something on Facebook Marketplace, you can't really communicate with them once you leave the house unless you have their phone number. So anyway, here we go. We've got a long drive ahead of us. Not a super long drive. We've got about a 40-minute drive ahead of us. Let's hope we get there.
Has 5 decades of expert service, unbeatable selection, and
if the world was ending, I'd wanna be next. Ooh, lost. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. Oh, let me show you what I got. Faux tin tile wallpaper. It's so cool. It's like actually, it's hard to see. It's actually embossed. So it looks like the stamped tin tiles that you would often find in like older Victorian homes. Ah, it's so cool. And I already know exactly where I'm gonna put it. But here we are. It is 5:40 in the evening and I still feel pretty good. It was really nice just listening to the radio. I know that sounds really weird. That sounds really like duh. But it was really nice listening to the radio and just flipping stations around and like, oh man, this song, I love this song. Watching the scenery pass by, singing loud and just being with myself. It was really nice. Came home, priced a bunch of stuff, went and put them in my shop. And now I'm just making dinner and simultaneously cleaning the kitchen, which is something I don't do very well when I've got my phone around. I'm just feeling super productive. I'm feeling like I'm automatically filling in any free space with just tidying up or accomplishing something on my to-do list. So then by the end of the night, I can feel a lot better about just sitting and chilling and watching my stories. But this is a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm probably gonna end it here, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my sun. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold dream, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Golden, golden things.